Hello, my name's Becky and I'm a small artist from the UK. In this video I thought I would show you some of the materials I'll be bringing with me into the new year. I spent the last 6 or 7 months developing and exploring a new direction within my artwork. New ways of working and thinking, and these are the materials that I've really gelled with, that have really helped me to push and define my practice. This little collection has developed over time and I didn't buy everything all at once. It's been a real sort of ongoing process, so don't feel like you need to have the best things all at the start. Just collect what you can and use what you like. I've gone through so many different brands of colour pencils to try and find the right texture and pigment, and I've sort of decided on these two. So we have Posca pencils and Prismacolors. Out of the two though, I tend to gravitate towards the Posca, but they are both very pigmented and have a lovely soft buttery texture which works really well over the paint. I've shown this a few times, but this is how I like to use my pencils. I will go over the top of the paint, giving little bits of texture and dimension to certain parts, especially like mountains and a little bit on the trees and the grass. This is the pencil I draw my pieces in before I paint them. It's a permanent pencil. I like that it gives a little glowy red edge to bits of my piece, and how it glows through the paint on top. Again, I use a few different types of pastels. First we've got the Neocolor 2s, then the Kit Pass crayons, and oil pastels. I use them in a similar way to the pencils. This is one of the Kit Pass crayons. They're a Japanese brand that I think are aimed at children, but they're really nice to use, super smooth, again buttery. There isn't a huge colour range though, which is why I've got the others, but I think they're my favourite. I tend to reach for the oil pastels last, just because I'm not as used to working with them. I need to spend a bit more time, but I do really like them. They're very similar to these Kit Pass ones, and you can get a better colour range with them. The Neocolor I probably use the most because of the colour range, but they aren't as soft. There's more of a wax crayon texture, but they are slightly thinner, so you can get more detail with them. They're probably mid-range price. You can get quite a few sets for varying amounts, but the Kit Pass are the cheapest. The oil pastels can get quite expensive, but again you can buy different sets at different prices, just depending on your budget. I don't use pens a huge amount. I will sketch in them occasionally, but I tend to write notes with them more. I really need to do some more sketchbooking again this year. I want to develop a more simplified illustrative style, which is why I've included these pens. Again, I just went in, bought a couple, see how I got on with them, went on some recommendations from other artists I watch on YouTube, which pens they recommend, and I've sort of got this little collection going. The Tombow pens, I really like their dual nib, so you've got a felt pen type nib and a brush pen. I use the brush pen mainly. You can get a really nice, fast, expressive line out of them. This paint stash has been accumulating over quite a long time. I've gone from some sort of cheaper end and I've worked my way up through the ones that are more expensive, but I still use a mix of them all. These Himi Jelly Gouache are really great and they come in a lot of colours. You can get a bigger box again than what I've got. I keep looking at it, but I definitely don't need it. They're really vibrant, they mix well, and they have a lovely texture to work over. The pots are getting a little bit grody, but you can just spray them with water and it will reactivate them, so they do last a while. These next few are a mixture of gouache and acrylic gouache. My core paints are these Turner and Holbein ones. These are the ones that can be pretty expensive. I found them online for nearly £4 a tube, so it can get quite a lot if you're buying a few at once. But they are really worth investing in, even if you only buy a couple. I don't use watercolour a whole bunch, I tend to use it when I'm sketching, but these little pans, the colour's really nice in them. They're a Japanese brand, which I can't remember, but they're pretty easy to find online. I recently got back into using acrylics, and these Liquitex ones are the best. I have a whole bunch of random acrylics that I've had over the years, a lot of which probably should be in the bin, but yeah, these ones are sort of next level. The cheaper ones I still do use, but I use them for more for my crafting projects than I do for any of my artwork. I don't like wasting them, so I'll definitely use them for something. These are some super cheap brushes from Hobbycraft. They came in like a roll canvas paintbrush holder, but I just love the shape of them. I don't know why, what they're called, but I used them for all of the portraits I did last year, and they just really worked for me. I have a stupid amount of brushes. This isn't half of it, but the rest of them I sort of used intermittently or for detailing, but otherwise it's just those few round ones. These acrylic inks I used briefly in Peachtober last year. I bought them specifically for that, and I haven't really used them since, so this year I want to get to know them a bit more and different ways I can use them within my work. These are some notebooks and sketchbooks that I'm using at the moment. I never used a diary, I don't think I ever have done, but I thought I'd try and be more organised this year. I have used it a bit, but I don't know whether that's just because I'm excited to have it, and whether that'll last very long. But yeah, it's nice, it's got thin pages, but it's really nice to write on. This is just a little one from Tiger I've had for years, but I started making all my notes for videos in it and writing a few words to say while I'm filming. These are my current sketchbooks. I've got two, the same brand but in two different sizes. I can't decide whether I like them or not yet because I haven't used them enough. But again, I need to practice sketchbooking this year. I've only just recently started using these Stay Wet palettes, and they're amazing. My paint especially was doing all the portraits I was doing, so using the same colours and the same mixtures. It stayed usable for at least a week. It was a really good investment for myself. I do have these disposable ones, but they're not as economical. I feel a bit bad chucking them away every time I've used them. I will use them now and again, but I tend to go for the Stay Wet one. All of my finished pieces I keep in these folders. I have them in an A4, A3 and an A2. They're just sort of, I don't know, school folders that you keep working. It just keeps them clean and together. This is the rest of my space. I work from my bedroom, so it's a bit of a squeeze. I store my papers and my pads of paper, old, new sketchbooks, random bits and bobs in this trolley, next to my desk. And even more junk, to be honest, and stuff that I've not even looked at in ages but just don't want to throw away in this separate trolley being looked after by Kermit. For filming I use these two cameras, both second-hand from eBay. I chose them mainly because they have the flip screen on them so I can easily see what I'm doing. I did save up for them even though they're second hand, but they do both have a good price point if you can find them, really easy to use, and the quality for the price point and if you're on a budget is fine, to be honest. For the small amount of digital stuff I do, I have a very old iPad with a very old pen that you have to plug into the bottom of it to get it to connect. It's on its way out really, it's super glitchy, very great, keeps stopping, but I mostly use it just to watch YouTube. So that's it, I think. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Bye!